I noticed in me a visceral reaction to where you finished earlier around sorrow, and it being a looping, and it being this thing in your mind, and I know this to be true, or I feel it to be true at one level. Um, on the flip side, being in certain spaces where I am now, for instance, in Canada, noticing sort of the grief or the unexpressed grief of others, um, witnessing disease of the mind and of the body. It feels too easy um, to say it's just a looping in my mind.
Yeah. Yes. Has anybody felt survivor's guilt? I knew a man who had a tragic drunk driving accident, and his best friend was killed while he was driving drunk as a passenger in the car. I say this to say that survivor's guilt isn't something trivial. And for the one in the process of awakening to the truth of oneself, the guilt comes before the survivorship to prevent this deserves really careful, loving, compassionate treatment. So and I like to start from the truth and move our way into the relative truth. You were never born and you have never once suffered. There's never been anything called sorrow or poverty. And this is true. That it seems true by association with, attachment to, identification with body and mind. Seeing this intellect, this mind, and these senses, almost like you can imagine it like the soul peering into the soul like this, and out of this, what you call my life is born. But it is nothing more than an inquiry. Or often referred to as a dream, but it is with a curiosity of wanting to know one's own self, and all of this arises so beautifully in the grace of God and the grace of love, of truth, and the relative I is born in that. The spark sets it on fire, animates it with perception of independent consciousness. It didn't happen. And yet, at the same time, I don't wish, not for a second, to take from you your sense of relative relevance, of your sorrow, of your love for your family, your children, your parents, your friends, your partners. No, it's not about that. And in fact, none of this is lost. None of this is lost. That belongs to you will be yours before, during, and after. And what's so hard to imagine is that free of it, detached from it, having forgiven it completely, you and them in separation, now joined, you will be able to play your role as husband, as son, maybe as father, so beautifully. Because you'll know the role and your place in it and your not place in it, you see. This is not to transcend being human. It isn't, not even a little bit. It's a common mistake. It's called aversion to suffering, that thinks that rejection of body and mind, of society and all of this, maybe for a time it's useful, but ultimately it's nothing more than a rejection. And in this rejection, it will continue reanimating itself, because no is yes. And this aversion will continue. It will continue to reanimate itself. But in the end, it isn't a rejection at all. Nothing is rejected. You just simply see the essence in all, from the essence in you. And those two being non-different. This one operates so lovingly in the world, with tremendous amount of compassion. First, one will have found the sufferer. Many of us think about it as inner child. For many people, this is the sort of the template of the journey, is that inner child, the karmic, conditioned, helpless self. And toward this one, and toward this child, and towards the children in the world who still are in infancy stages of humanity, you love them with a great compassion, just like you would love the child that you were and are, you would love the children that are. And so all sorrows are a bit like a little girl she's finally ready to take the training wheels off her bicycle. And dad is running alongside of her to help her. And then a crack in the sidewalk, a pebble, something pops up. She's so excited, she's going, and then crash, and gravity has its way with the bicycle and with the girl. The ground strikes, the knee is scraped. Raspberry, huh? It's so painful, especially to the tender skin and nerves of a child. Do you remember it? So painful. And that one, it's not a trivial thing to that one. Falls off the bike, the bicycle betrayed her. Gravity betrayed her. The pavement leapt out and hurt her grievously. Yes? Her father betrayed her. Isn't it like this for this one? everything was going so beautifully and so well, and then, huh? But now, if you were to stumble and fall and scrape your knee hiking or something, you'd pour alcohol on it. And you'd feel the pain of the sting, but you wouldn't go into any kind of overly emotional reaction to it. And so in this maturity of understanding of the wound comes and goes, you know that this scrape will soon be a scab, and this little girl will go to school and brag about how brave she was when she crashed and show off her scab. And then even as a girl, maybe an adolescent girl, she may show the scar to her friends as a badge of honor. I remember the time. So now the parent to this one, the adult, the adult means not the one that would say, pick yourself up, get back on the bike, stop your sniveling. If you can't do it, then go into the house. Huh? Doesn't yell. Also doesn't go, oh baby, I'm so sorry, are you okay? No. No, because this one knows that this hurts a lot and that it will pass. And so scoops up the girl, on bended knee, I'm so sorry, honey, and you embrace this one. I'm so sorry. And the cries and the, yes, I know, I'm so sorry, I know it hurts. And then in time, as the energies move through the child, then you might offer, okay, we should clean it up now. This is going to hurt a lot. Let's see how loud you can scream. Huh? Let's see how brave you are. Because this one knows that this is how it is. We have all fallen off a bicycle, continue to fall off our bicycles. And when you come to see it as a human adult, in the full embrace of everything that comes and goes, of what rises and falls, not so much attached to it, allowing for it in a posture of supple, allowing awareness, total acceptance, then what arises in you as emotion falls in you. What arises in others as emotion falls in them. And you have only but to love them in a compassion. The one who has done this in their internal journey can do it so easily for others. And we always are just doing our best in it. It moves from a battle to a dance. The more you have healed to your own wounds through forgiveness, to compassion, this is now what, even without a word, you just show up somewhere and this is what is. don't even have to say anything, and then somebody will come because they'll know this has been healed in that one, and they will say, I'm struggling because my father just passed. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't say he was never born, and neither were you. It's just a dream. No, that wouldn't be right at all, would it? Silly dualist. No, it's not like that at all. But here in satsang, we will always start with that. We start with the absolute, and then let's go in and be honest. There's the truth, and then there's the honest. One day, they'll be the same. When you have traversed all of this in yourself, truth and honesty are merged in yoga. It's Christ consciousness. It's Buddha nature. It isn't drawn into the drama, but it doesn't reject it either. It isn't arrogant or condescending. You might go through phases like this, and it's healthy, actually, to have a bit of a disdain for a short while, but then you'll see your own suffering in it and want to detach from that also. So, in the world, in our relationships, especially with our family, we will come to know ourselves through and through. And this is through the practice of forgiving, to the experience of genuine, honest compassion. And this then will blossom into the experience of unity. And this then blossoms into the experience of unconditional love, which oddly enough is not compassion, but dispassion. But in the world, this dispassion expresses very much as the most compassionate. But having detached and seeing the oneness in all things, no matter how the dance moves, this way or that, in, out, up, down, it all's just moving. And there is nothing, the outer expression is always just this compassion. So, sincerity is essential. Sincerity means honesty. There is no dishonest path to Advaita. But sincerity of humility, sincerity of humility is the key. And it is the key at every gate. Every gate, same key, same key. Watch and you'll see. Last gate, sincerity of humility. And along the way, we're just always doing the best we can, and they are always doing the best they can. Struggling all the way, you know. But their sharp edges smooth out your sharp edges. And your sharp edges smooth out their sharp edges. It's called the world. But when you see this friction as a smoothing, a clearing of the mirror, it's just a different relationship with it. One learns to dance rather than fight. One learns to receive rather than to chase, and to release rather than to run. And increasingly just be still. It is what it is. It comes as it comes. All of suffering arises from wanting it to be different. Wanting you to be different and wanting them to be different. This is really the very cause of suffering. It's why our whole message is soften and allow. It isn't sentimental. It is the honest path to the non-dual. The direct experience of that thou art. And that, and that, and that, that. So all of this time, especially now that we're spending with our families, it is the very difficult, often very difficult framework of our seeing, forgiving, detaching like this.